Nami, but I think categorically.
Okay, Lucian first pick.
Lucian is just quite a bit better.
Hey, but Lucian Nami beat it in our previous series.
So Aphelios Milio does have level 1 advantage against Nami Lucian because you can actually just bully them with green gun plus extended range from Milio. Canyon back on tank duty. It was fun while it lasted, boys.
Very effective into the Aphelios. Pick in limit.
No Corki, but Tristana's still up, so Chovy can just play Tristana. He has played... Oh, he's not going to. He has played Yone, I was going to say, into his ear. So Yone and Trist banned. So we'll just play Jace, I guess.
So I think just go for the
not really a Chovy champion, honestly.
This is the best decision for them for the final.
Yeah, not really a Chovy champion. Azir, last pick here into Cassante. Very big front line, very big poke, standard front to back team fighting.
I do also feel like acceleration gate very powerful here as well.
How many games has Chovy actually played? Oh, wrong one. Of Jace. Not that many in his career. 10. Yeah. He's not really a Jace player, so this is interesting.
Being able to get Keen in there. He already runs extraordinarily fast. He's going to be booping people left, right, and center if he can actually get through that. So a little bit of utility that you can get out.
With a team, that's definitely seen those scenarios where Nudia gets on top of someone and, you know, he's doing his thing, he's hitting, and they're just not taking any damage.
No, they're not.
What's the deal with the man and the OK Man Brion logo? I don't know. I have no idea.
For a little bit more of an honest competition. Wanting to extend this series, wanting 2 wins in summer.
In a series. Moments where Bro had that really convincing team.
Yeah, Brion, like, look, they had a good, like, 10 minutes. 11 minutes. Here we go. All right, so more of this shenanigans. They're actually, this is the first time I've seen a team do this on red side. But this is what you do now. This is the meta, guys. You force the Lucian into a level 1 engagement that you just win in terms of trades.
Wanted to wait to use that heal until after the ignite had worn off, but right now, actually looking all right.
Interesting. All right.
Bro, as the Severum should actually help Pays really even this one out.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side, you have the sustain for Nami, which goes a long way. This is often playing around the fact that the level 1.
And Bro.
But if you actually look at the cost of this, so look at what actually happens. So Envy actually starts Longsword 3-pot here because this is a very hard duo to beat at level 1. Because you can see he just starts chugging pots throughout this engagement.
He does not want to be here. The ignite now down onto Pays. Wanted to wait to use that heal until.
And Pays used his 1-pot, but he has Red Gun and Doran's Blade, so he'll get some healing off of the minions. And also, you know, Milio will provide some healing. But Envy had to use 3 pots for that, and he's got Biscuit as well, so.
This is often playing around the fact that the level 1 from the Milio is quite strong with the W, and Lucian Nami normally needs level 3 to really get a big power spike, but I think part of the problem there was like...
So they did actually manage to win, but it took all of the pots.
So from the Milio timed out, and Envy was close to getting his W back up, so Pays had to cut away.
So we're seeing this like kind of weird level 1 bot lane meta develop.
And level 1 still here for Pays. Was actually zoned out a bit.
But they're doing a relatively good job of using Green Gun just to prune the wave right now. Make sure they're not too far behind. Canyon also on the bot side.
Towards that bottom side to try and help out if he was needed. Now with the wave crashing towards this turret, I think that GenG should be able to just sit back and farm things up. Currently, Envy definitely in a really good position here on the Lucian. And Lee Sin also towards the bottom side of the map as well. So Gideon.
What's crazy is that Pays actually, I think, he's gonna have a CS advantage by the time this wave is done.
See whether that's once again going to be something that he can achieve, because I think that Bro gonna need to get something going
Yeah.
Or maybe he's one down.
Attention to bot always going to be valuable with a matchup like this.
One down.
So
it's pretty good, though, considering that they were getting pushed.
All right, in goes Envy, getting aggressive. As Paze presses the Q button, Gideon in position as well.
Nice bubble.
Is going to connect. The Q is going to be flashed. Oh, man. Paze was definitely dead if he had have flashed any later than that.
It was honestly a great bubble, but also just a fantastic flash from Paze. No hesitation to avoid that Sonic Wave on the back end. Another good bubble. I mean, Effa having a really solid game where, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't impressed with his center.
Yeah. Morgan in a bit of trouble here. Is Kane going to even out that health trade?
I just, you know, I know people are like, oh, it's tank versus tank, but I kind of love the matchups where they're just like all in, like they're
just fighting all the time
on 10 HP, and it looks like it's on the knife's edge constantly. And speaking of knife's edge, Gideon, this is a good opportunity.
Yeah, Gideon just going to come in. Kane
is
in a whole host of trouble. Does get a shield back, as now Kane's looking for it. Morgan,
oh my God, Keen, I fucking love you.
And then he just boops Gideon. Can he get
I fucking love you, Keen.
The turret, Envy's going to go down. Canyon in a bit of trouble as Karras is teleported after him, but there's the flash, and Canyon gets himself out.
Oh, and they get the flash? Oh, they didn't get Karras' flash.
One for one on the top side. They end up going even, but bot side.
I fucking love Keen. Keen's my favorite player. Let's go!
Fighting all the time
on 10 HP, and it looks like it's on the knife's
Let's go!
Gideon, this is...
So he gets shoved over to Gideon. They're all standing in R. So that's a shield on the way in, sorry.
Gideon, this is a good opportunity.
So Lee Sin W on the way in. They're still all standing in R. Goes into turtle stance, or whatever it's called now. So gets the shield. Walks up. Auto. R. Oh my God. Then he Q stuns. He almost gets away. He forces Gideon's flash.
Is in a whole host of trouble. Does get a shield back, as now Kane's looking for it.
Yeah, does do the double W.
Blood going on over, and then he just boops Gideon. Can he get out of here? The answer's no. As underneath the turret, Envy's going to go down. Canyon in a bit of trouble as Karras is teleported after him, but there's the flash, and Canyon gets himself out with a phase rush.
Oh, absolute disaster for Bro here. It's a 1-for-1 on the top side. They end up going even, but bot side, we see Envy getting dove under the tower, missing out massively.
What a Chad Keen is. How come, you know, how come he can never perform like this in like playoffs or international performance? What, Keen, why do you have to be a choker? I love you so much.
He's one of the ones who synergizes really well with the Bloodsong. You know, I think in Felios, it's not terrible. It's just I don't think she and I sync amazing with him. And here,
something I like about UNLS is you always talk about team compositions and win conditions. That's because I invented doing that in League of Legends.
Yeah, this is showing when he got chunked out. Yeah.
I invented that shit.
And then it's
I'm the OG.
Eventually gets here.
You guys forgot about Dre.
Yeah, Morgan had, you know, all of his mana saved up, things like that. Does manage to find that third Q, but
who taught you to smoke trees, guys? It was Monty.
Morgan could have just backed away. I think that's, he set it up. He just needed to walk it off and trust that Gideon had it, you know?
Yeah.
Because he had no cooldowns really left to...
But I'm glad you appreciate it.
And here's a replay of the bot lane dive, so you can see exactly what went down here. And I think it's going to be a very simple, oh, we just dove with Maokai.
Yeah, let's watch what happened on the bot side. This is interesting because support can't tank turret here, so jungle has to do it. So pulls aggro.
Oh, we just dove with Maokai.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was that. They just dove with Maokai.
And then Canyon flashes away, runs real quick.
Yeah, with the
Force TP though.
Yeah, Nimbus close. Yep.
Yeah, so good start for GenG. And considering the fact that you have this Lee Sin, you have this Lucian army, really for Pro, you don't want to be falling behind in this game if you can avoid it.
Oh man, effort. Gonna be okay though. They're gonna see whether they can get themselves back in here as they do push up. Scoping things out. Could be a dangerous moment here as they spot the Lee Sin, but he misses the Q. So GenG are able to get in here and clear out the vision. 3 versus 3 towards the bottom side as in goes Canyon. Finds the knockback as Effort taking so much damage. He's so squishy right now. As Envy gonna back away, they have to invest the heal.
Yeah, I mean the gun setup for Paze is so threatening in those skirmishes. But Karas looking here, this could be a shuffle.
Yeah, there it is. And
Canyon.
oh, the twisted
You
advance
sexy
is so
devil. He
good.
fucking dodged
Yeah, I mean the gun setup
a Zir ult with
is so
W.
threatening in those skirmishes. But Karas looking here, this could be a shuffle.
Oh, dude, that is so hard to do. Especially at point blank
Yeah,
range.
the gun setup for Pays is so threatening in those
The
skirmishes.
timing
Karas
on that
looking here, this could be a shuffle.
untargetability is ridiculous. Look, right there. It's like hitting him before he goes untargetable. Unreal.
There it is. And oh, the twisted advance is so good from Canyon. Still, he might go down. Lehens has the heal.
Now he's got a
move,
heal.
And that's going to keep him alive. Lehens.
Too bad. Lehens dies for it too. Well, it looked cool, guys. And what's more important than looking cool?
Yeah. Disagreed, and they end up getting two because Lehens was there to try and block the Sonic Wave. Really nice pickup for Bro, and once again, when things start to seem a little amiss, they give us some hope that they're still in this game.
And I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that Chovy did just sit in this lane the entirety of the time. Karas moved on over there, got a really good ultimate. And
Yeah, but
Chovy
why
able
would
to get
Chovy
some
help you
couple
when
of
Chovy
plates
can
off
get
the back
plates
end.
instead?
So actually, that trade might end up working
Thank
out.
you, Moonglaves. Shout out to my fellow Keen enjoyers.
Make something happen. Really good to see.
We need a name for us.
Back towards his top side. Probably going to respect what Keen's capable of this time as the all-out comes through and they follow with the Q. That was so sick.
That was so... I thought he'd messed it up for a second, and then I thought Gideon already reactivated the Q, but no, he followed him all the way. And now looking for the dive in the bot lane. There's no TP support here. No level 6 from Canyon, though. Can they outplay?
Yeah, Bubble is going to go wide there as they look for Envy. He's going to be the first one. And he's staying alive for quite a long time. This time around, his effort does lock down the kill. And Pays needs to be careful. That turret really does hurt. So a 1-for-1.
I feel another Keen Pain coming on.
Yeah, still favorable to GenG.
We lost our last Keen Pain for MVP. Will we win this year? Stay tuned.
We do see the support item has been picked up now by Envy, so was just delaying it a bit. Had that Dirk initially. We'll see the Blood Song coming out. Has been the popular thing to do.
Yeah.
On current patch, but we're going to replay. So this is the fight from before, and you can see that Chovy is the one initially moving, but the impact of a level 6 Azir kind of outmatches that of AJ. So just with the power of the ult, you can see Chovy doesn't want to get swept up. This twisted advance is so flawless,
yeah.
But sadly just doesn't end up being enough. And I think a big factor is Pays had kind of walked back to bot already, wasn't there for the ensuing fight, and Lehens trying to block the Sonic Wave just trades his life.
Yeah, and so Chovy doesn't follow into the jungle to die along with his team. 4 people still there.
Smart decision.
And is able to get a plate off the back end. So still able to claim something here on GenG's side. As this was so cool.
Yeah. It was a really long ult as well. It looked like yeah, he just ward hopped over. That's why I thought he'd already queued. He ward hopped over, then queued after. Really well played in here. I think a big factor is not having the level 6 from Canyon. And also, you know, leading with a Twisted Advance definitely allows you to get damage down on the Lucian. But it's also such a powerful tool for resetting aggro, and it wasn't used in that way there. So, did allow for the trade back. And now, Bro, actually with a gold lead.
And 3-0-1 on this Lee Sin. Gideon does have his cool lance as well, as the Thunder Sky has been picked up. And now another Twisted Advance forward here from Canyon. Now has the Nature's Grasp as Chovy turns up.
Complete shit.
As well, but the tidal wave is also
Complete
really
shit,
good.
Maokai ult.
And Chovy sort of on his lonesome here in the river. Now another Twisted Advance forward here from Canyon.
Like,
now has
no.
the Nature's Grasp as Chovy turns up as well.
If you cast Maokai ult at melee range, it doesn't even really CC them. Rain Dance 08, thank you. Wow, what a great ult. Just counter engaged. He should have shot it the other direction. What is he doing?
And Chovy sort of on his lonesome here in the river. They do have to back away. Bro standing
The 0 seconds of CC that it provides. It wasn't the wrong way. He meant to cast it that way, guys. Because he knows what he's doing. What he does is he arcane smashes him back, and he's trying to CC him, right? But Gideon ward hops behind him, still gets caught. Gideon almost got out of that, by the way. And then what they wanted was Chovy to like hammer form, kill him most likely. But the TP's coming in, and you definitely shoot it the other direction. But whatever. Whatever.
In the river. They do have to back away.
Point is, Gideon was not going to die there regardless.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was one of the situations.
Kina Sirs. There you go. You nailed it, Atterbury.
And he just uses the Sundered Sky. He just
I love it.
Such a big heal.
I love it. Kina Sirs is definitely the name we needed for the Keen fan base.
There will be a dragon picked up by Bro. And next will be Hextech. Nice little dodge there from Karis. Chovy definitely getting a lot. We see Karis moving to support the team, and it's given Chovy an edge in terms of plates and CS, but...
Ooh, nice bubble. Really going to find too much more. And now a teleport to come in here as Chovy wanting to get some work done. And the Moonlight Vigil, it goes wide. Can they get enough damage down? Because,
bang.
Okay, they missed a few buttons, but still, oh, and there's the second. Pays locks it down, managed to land the Calibrum Q. The rest of the cavalry have turned
Dude, that Calibrum, the green-blue Q is fun.
He's still there, Gideon! He locks it down, managed to land the Calibrum Q. The rest of the cavalry
flash, kick,
turned up.
And Lehens has heal.
As there's the flash.
And Chovy knocks him back.
For so incredibly long.
And he's dead.
Gideon is shut down, and now Chovy's there to body block. Oh no!
And we get a cross-map objective too, just winning on both sides of the map casually, GenG.
Bears on Lucian, and also the phase rush just allows him to charge away, but Gideon... I just feel like he played it too fast. You know, he was 1v3, didn't have the support. Oh no.
Oh dear, dashes right on top of Chovy. As they do manage to get the bubble down onto Canyon. He has the ulti though, and Effort's going to get caught up. In comes Gideon, misses the Q unfortunately, but still keeps Effort alive. A 1-for-1 trade as Envy goes down once again.
Yeah, and as much as Bro had a lot of gold on this Lee Sin, I feel like the side of GenG having 3-0 on both their Jace and their Aphelios feels a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, feels a lot more significant.
And right now, the third plate does fall down here towards the bottom side of the map. We're going to check this fight out one more time, and there are a lot of buttons that didn't hit. So it sort of does speak out to the fact that already GenG's carries do have a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, Chovy's just doing so much here. And also the phase rush, so he gets a lot of damage down before taking aggro. It's actually Pays wins with getting the aggro, and he's just going in and out of turret. Beautiful snipe there. And then here, you know, we have Azir coming. I think they should have just gone for Pays and slow played it, but he rushes for the hens, overestimates his damage, and then just gets melted down.
Yeah, didn't expect the heal as well. Bit unfortunate. And you can see Gideon feeling a little bit disheartened.
Yeah.
Why I believe the majority of people didn't give so much importance to the OGN Winter Cup from 2013 when comparing team performance in a tournament. You believe the majority didn't watch it? I mean, I have no idea what people did and didn't watch. Maybe it's because it was the only League of Legends that was going on during the winters in that period. I have no idea. It was a great tournament, though.
Turning up at the same time, Chovy just turning it, and yeah, Jay's sort of known even in cannon form to have relatively low range, but when you do have Emilio, kind of helps you to be a little bit more of an AD carry. It's kind of cute.
It just feels like he has so much presence. Like when he showed a bot, just blew them up, ran away, and then here,
perhaps, but no.
The enemy jungler who's strong, and the Azir you get.
Time to fight at red buff.
And he just doesn't really care.
Ships in the night, perhaps, but no. In fact, he's just going to come on over. Gideon does manage to secure the red buff, and has a blast go and gets himself out of there. Keen not going to overextend as they take the outer turret towards this bottom lane.
Pays is absolutely enormous.
Over to GenG, extending their gold advantage. A little bit more than 2,000 now. As Effort just looking to try and protect Karis. Yeah, it's a big Pays. And he's got some good items. That's a lot of buttons going a lot of directions. Bubble lands onto 2. As Lehens once again getting
all the void mites. 6 grub
avoided.
stacks, so annoying.
That could have maybe been a 2-man, but sadly still on cooldown for Karis. So
yeah,
on the Rukun by here, honestly.
It's a good item, you know. And
but like
it's well statted, but there's just not a lot that he needs it for.
80 MR and a magic damage shield. And yeah, as you said, really not much magic damage from the side of GenG.
Imperial Mandate. He's trying to mitigate the Imperial Mandate.
Heal mandates on his team.
All right, yeah, so never mind. So there's nothing. Gideon going to get pushed back towards Pays. Does manage to get the flash over, and he might be out of dodge for now. As Morgan's making his way in. And GenG, is it a defense or is this a turn opportunity? As Pays just walks forward. Oh my goodness, okay.
Feels impossible for Brion to win? Yeah. It was always going to be impossible.
He's like, I want to play the same champion. How do I do that?
They did have an impressive first 10 minutes of the series. Okay, well, he's dead.
Not really much you can do in that situation. Didn't have the wards for Hop there, I believe. And this has got to be a frustrating game for Gideon because I feel like it started so well and then he's just lost steam on a couple of plays that have backfired. And GenG just seemed firmly in control.
Now could away from this. It's not going to quite be able to do so as, oh my goodness. Just land a Q, I guess, as the flash now has to be used by Lehends. Canyon trying to keep this as here, but it's a good sweep. Still, the ultimate from the Melio is going to try and keep it alive.
Pays too big.
Here comes Chovy to the skies as he takes down one. And GenG, like you were saying, it just feels like they're way further ahead than they have any right to be.
I just don't know how Lehends and Pays don't die there. The shovel
on one to keep this.
I credit to Brion that they keep fighting this. Like, Canyon uses ult right here. So, I mean, I think it appears to be a good fight because they're trying just to zone them out.
Not going to quite be able to do so as, oh my goodness.
He forces flash with bubble. And, like, they're trying to pull the trigger here because Morgan has TP'd. He's ghosting in. Karis is just TP'd. They're trying to spring the trap because they know there's no Maokai ult. So they scoop them in, but unfortunately, Envy is just too far behind the play to actually deal damage. That's Lehends' ultimate right there.
Now has to be used by Lehends. Canyon trying to keep this as zero.
Right. So there's Lehends' ultimate. And Pays is just kiting like a monster. And it's just not in this fight.
And GenG, like you were saying, it just feels like they're way further ahead than they have any right to.
Melts every time as shielding doesn't feel that time indicated. I honestly feel like so much power.
That's a really good play from Karis. I mean, they're just so far behind, and this Pays is too fed.
There's the flash out from Chovy, avoids the Emperor's Divide, doesn't find the Shock Blast, but does that matter? Absolutely not. As Gideon, he gets booped back, and that's a good bubble, but once again, it's just denied. Lance just says no.
Not okay.
Oh.
You, the small boy with the chimney, and he's just...
Hey, but he does have the super...
on Lucian.
Just in especially with the amount of AD carry bans that we have seen come through on more of the aggressive bot lane picks that can kind of... He's going to stop? I don't think so, as the Shock Blast clears out some minions. Gideon is still able to get himself out with the safeguard. But I just...
Why did Jace fall out of meta? Only Chovy's played it so far.
And I think
I'm not sure if it's the itemization. I mean, this itemization for Jace seems kind of weird with the hubris. I don't know what the correct itemization is right now. But maybe that has something to do with it.
It just feels like the game is just really hard to play from this position, bro. Frankly, need a haircut on the line.
Obviously, though, so maybe I could do it.
Like, I think it still seems fine.
I'm scared of the bros, man. I feel like give him an inch, and they'll take my head.
Yeah. The cooldown's longer. Doesn't feel as obnoxious as Corki.
Yeah. And Jace isn't really played all that much at the moment for a reason.
And for the record, I don't think Jace would have been played if Tristan or Yone were up. But because GenG has been prioritizing Maokai as AP jungler and Brand, they're going to need more AD other places.
It's effort that gets it.
That's so shitty.
No.
Yeah, really low.
They get the shutdown. It's great. But that's not where you want that kill. Is now
uh-oh, Pays the monster.
Grasp to come in, tanked up here by both the Lee Sin and the Nami, and that is not really what you want. Nami going to go down first up here as Pays with red-white guns is just ripping them to shreds. Envy getting followed here by Keen, who can tidy this one up. Is that the Quadra? Yes, it is. As now Karis looking to try and get out. Will deny the Penta from Pays, but I have a feeling they have a Nexus in their sights.
Yeah, Karis has had an alright game.
With how strong he is, just stands in melee range.
Yeah, and now
I'll
he's
have you-
the one that's legendary. So
Yeah. Much of a deficit. You kill.
and then it's effort with the 1,000 gold payout. And the rest of GenG still confident because, of course, it is pretty much a 4v4, right? Because there's a teleport from Morgan trying to get him in here, and it's a little bit late to the fight.
Yeah, and even then, like, you can see Karis doesn't want any of this, and Hayes is just in melee
Keen
range
just
of the
chasing
Xanadu.
Envy around
Yeah.
so he can't do anything.
Yeah, I can just cut through you.
Yeah, you can see he wants the Penta, but unfortunately, Karis was missing. We can't on uphill.
So let's say you have a situation, I don't know, maybe they're busy.
Yep. And they're sort of...
Anything else interesting going to happen in this game?
Just to get them towards this turret, but Canyon might look for a little bit more. Shock plus. What the heck? Corki was banned, Chovy! Q3 as another Nature's Grasp to come in, mainly just to get them towards this turret, but Canyon might look for a little
Quality, I guess this build is good.
Corki was banned, Chovy!
This is just new Corki.
Yeah! If at first you can't Corki again, or a different champion, I guess.
Corki 2.
Yeah.
Not as effective against tanks, though.
Dread if we ever get a game 3 and he brings out Corki 3, you know.
Oh, I know.
On the list.
Don't even know what that champion is, as Keen is just going to walk it off, or run it
It's
off.
Kog'Maw.
And now Chovy just looking for another opportunity.
It's Malignant's
He just
Kog'Maw.
knows what we're looking out for as Karis loses a third of his health bar. And yep, the culling.
Wait, that
I'm
didn't even
sure
do
it's
any.
doing something.
That was hitting Pays and it wasn't even cutting through the shields. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. We're going to say...
Taking more damage.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's a whole bunch of buttons have been hit, but none of them are onto Chovy, who's doing a lot of damage to that backline. In goes Karis, finds a sweep, as they almost managed to kill Keen, but they're not able to do so. Oh my goodness, effort just explodes, and they are so far ahead. GenG gonna clean up the rest of these kills on the fountain. Moonlight Vigil goes wide there as Envy is gonna be left alive for the moment. But I have a feeling that they will storm this one, and they are going to do so.
Super decisive.
I feel